first instalment of my cooking show, and today I'm going to show you how to make lentil burgers. So first of all, we're going to use 2 tins of brown lentils, 2 onions, a tomato, cucumber, carrot, 3 eggs, iceberg lettuce, and I'm going to use some hot English mustard, some tartar sauce, and some lovely rich tomato chutney. And for a bit of spice, I'm going to kick it off with some habanero sauce. Okay, so the first step is to make the lentil patties themselves. So I'm going to drain my 2 tins of lentils through a strainer, give them a quick rinse under the tap, get rid of that brine. Okay, so we've got 2 tins of lentils. Now just with a fork, I'm going to start squashing these up. You don't have to squash it up too much, you can leave it reasonably rough. I'm going to add 1 egg. Bind it together nicely. I suppose the egg's not essential. If you're a vegan, you can use the powdered egg substitute stuff you guys like to use. Don't think it'd make too much difference at all. I'm also going to chuck in a little bit of minced garlic. That'll do. And I'm actually going to grate this onion into the mix, give it a bit of flavour. So there you go, that's grated up nicely. Just going to add that to the mix. Blast of that stuff off the grater. And just mix it up. At this point I'm also going to add a little bit of ground cumin. Not too much, just for flavour. Some salt. And a bit of pepper. A bit low on pepper at the moment. I should have bought some when I went to the shop. Okay, that'll do. Mix it up a bit more. Got to stop spilling it. And pretty good. Now I'm going to slice this other onion up. We'll fry some onion for the burger. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to coat the patties in some breadcrumbs. That could be too many, but we'll see how we go. So I'm just going to make the patties just by picking some up in my hands, squishing it together, make a sort of patty shape. Put it in the breadcrumbs. I'm going to cook this today on my trusty sandwich press. So now with a spatula, just going to flip it. Just try and make a nice clean patty shape there. Flip it again. That looks pretty good. Ease up your sandwich press a bit. Get the first patty on. Okay, that looks pretty good. Make a second one. Those breadcrumbs just help to hold it together and they give it a nice crunchy outside. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And give each of those a bit more of a spray with the spray on olive oil. Now I'm going to shut the lid. Now the first time you want to leave that lid shut a good few minutes so they don't stick to the roof. Let them sort of set in their patty goodness before you lift it up to add your onions, and I'm also going to add some eggs too. So while we wait for that, we'll start slicing up our salad. Grate the carrot. And some lettuce, lovely. Okay, so that's starting to smell pretty good in there. Lift that up, you can see it's starting to cook nicely. Put a couple of egg rings down. Onions. Eggs in there, lovely. Bit of salt. A little bit more oil so it doesn't stick to the roof. That's it. So I'll leave that for another couple of minutes until it looks like it's cooked, basically. And then we'll put them together. I'm just going to grill the buns. You've got to be really careful when we do this because to be honest, I usually burn them. Okay, so those buns are nearly done, and I reckon the stuff in there is pretty close too. That's all looking pretty good. I'll give those patties a bit of a flip. Pretty good to me. Take these rings off. And look at that, I got them right. That's pretty good. Like I said, I usually burn them. So on the bottom, I'm just going to add some hot English mustard. More on. I mean, look, you can put whatever you want on yours. It's a burger. Anything goes. Tartare, I like tartare sauce. It's kind of like mayo, but a bit more interesting, I suppose. Beautiful. carrot, put it on everything. Great stuff. A few slices of tomato. Cucumber. And then finish with some beautiful iceberg lettuce. How good's that? Okay, this stuff's all looking pretty good. Put those patties on. Taste delicious. Okay, so I'm just adding some of that lovely chutney. I like to use chutney instead of sauce, but like I said, use whatever you want. Tomato sauce, barbie sauce, chili. It's a burger, stick whatever you want on it. Stick some of those onions on, lovely, they look good. And then eggs. And then I'm going to finish that with some awesome habanero hot sauce. Now this isn't for everyone, it's pretty hot, but I like it spicy. That looks pretty good to me. Now I've kind of gone off soft drinks because I'm a bit fat, so to drink I'm just going to have a bit of mineral water and some lemon juice. Looks pretty good. Don't mind if I do.